I am Brant Long, the brand director for Jones Lang LaSalle, about a $3 billion US revenue company. We are a global property consultancy, now the largest in Europe due to a recent acquisition we have made. I think the reason why a lot of companies overlook the power of what they already know is this bias towards the new. There's the need for new. There's this need for speed. Every quarter we need something new. I need a new brochure to show the market. I need a new product to show that we're ahead of the competition. It's not having the confidence in your brand, in what you do really well, to let it percolate and build over time. I can understand that. I can understand the need to show results, but the question becomes the period in which you show the results. Is it weekly? Is it monthly? Is it yearly? I think in B2B, the sales cycles are quite long, so we're lucky that we're given a little more time to show results, but there's still quite a bit of impatience in the markets where people want novelty and they want things that are shiny and sparkly and interesting, because they do look at other brands, they do look at consumer branding as points of reference. So we want that, we want the new. I think the priority for leaders is to understand what making a difference means and being able to quantify it where it's necessary, but also quality gets lost a lot in the race for new and in the race for results. And that's the less tangible thing. It is kind of fluffy things like quality and value and brand and equity. But they happen over time, they happen by design, they don't happen by accident, and sometimes they get pushed aside in the race for new, in the race for novelty. I think a good brand knows who it is and what it stands for and knows how to define itself and is very confident. It knows what it isn't just as well. So therefore, when the question of novelty and new comes up, it can make that decision and say, that's not us, or yes, that is us, or we have permission to go in that new direction, so let's take it. But let's take it in a measured way, with confidence and with a plan and an end goal in mind that, yes, we do measure and feed that back into the system. I've actually seen this in companies I've worked in where the management consciously sets divisions against each other. They feel that competition can be healthy. I think if you're looking at P&Ls on a product basis, that kind of works. I think if you then look at a customer experience lens, you're going to have a little bit of trouble. I'm lucky that I really have one brand. I have a corporate brand, which is slightly different from fizzy water or chemical soap powder. My brand is made up of people and content and relationships. So I don't control them in the factory. I can't adjust a knob that makes them make your sheets and towels whiter and brighter. Mine is more about culture and attitude. So it's a different kind of challenge. I think people in my business have to share because they won't grow their business if they don't. Our business is very global now. We took a conscious decision 12 years ago when we created the organization in its current structure, and we've been growing ever since. To be more global, to be more joined up, mainly because that's what clients want. So the easiest way to get people to share and play nice with each other is not to say, well, from our perspective, it would be really good if you would play nice together and we would share. Don't you think that's a really good idea? But to paint it in terms of, this is what our clients want. Don't you think it makes sense to do what they would like us to do? Because the end result there is deeper engagement, stronger relationship, additional revenue, and you can sell them more services. So when you put it in that context, people kind of go, yes, you're right, we are all on the same team. Let's put the client's interest first, and then we'll get the cooperation. So compared to an FMCG brand, probably have it a little bit easier. Don't have the level of maturity in marketing that a lot of those companies do. So therefore, people are probably more willing to learn and listen and work together for the greater good.